They go back to get the ball. Throw it as far as you can. Move the ball faster on the pass.
Oh, Stephen Curry! That's the play of the night! Through the Wizards, reverse, hang, and spin it home.
That reverse spins and keeps it on the rim. Keeps it fadeaway.
Gortat loses it. Irving. Ball right there to defend. And one. Crowding, pouring the home team to get a stop. Kyrie Irving. Spins it up and in! Oh, you serious?
My goodness.
99 apiece, Kyrie Irving. He's got 28. Look at this shot.
This is unbelievable here. All right.
Didn't have a chance. Here comes Ish Smith in a hurry down the lane to the rim. Reverse, yes, for Ish. Listen to this crowd. That guy's like a blur on the dribble. Jody Meeks.
Welcome to my sports skill video analysis. Today I'll be breaking down how to do a jelly layup, aka a spin layup in basketball. So first, I like to just show the types of rotation to put on the ball before I get to the actual action of doing the layup. So that's what you're watching right now. Like we learned in class, the types of rotation on the ball will have different effects. In this video, in order to get the ball in the basket, I'm putting counterclockwise spin on the left-hand side of the basket and putting clockwise spin on the right-hand side. To do that, I must rotate my wrist in the direction I would like the ball to travel in. As I release the ball, my wrist is doing a twisting motion in the clockwise direction, like I'm twisting a light bulb. This is so the ball travels in the clockwise motion, and so once it hits the backboard, the ball's momentum slows down due to friction and stops the spin, landing in the net at an angle. Pay attention to this action. In this video clip, watch as the ball spin completely stops once it hits the backboard. This allows the ball to fall right in the net. You can also add a spin to your finishes when you're not facing the net, but you have to remember to twist your wrist in the opposite direction because you're now having your back to the basket. The ball still must hit the left-hand side with the counterclockwise direction in order for the ball to land through the net. Now let's see how adding some finesse in your layups help you in the sport of basketball and how it differs from a regular layup. As you can see, on a regular layup without much spin, the ball must hit within a certain range on the backboard in order to land in the net. On most backboards, there's a little rectangle to guide players on where to hit the ball. The reason why mastering the spin on the ball is so valuable is because it will allow you to finish at angles where defenders can't block you. Now let's get to an actual jelly layup. I begin by running towards the basket. Some players take 2 steps before they finish, but in this clip, I gather my feet and hop into my layup. In my starting position, as I'm about to take off, I land at both feet. This is because I'm a 2-foot jumper, so I prefer to take off with both feet. My elbows are flexed as I get ready to finish. My neck is slightly extended and pointed to the rim so I can keep my eyes on the target. My shoulders are relaxed and my legs are shoulder width apart. This is so that my body is very stable in case there's any contact going up and I lose balance. If I were to take 2 steps before finishing, I would be driving my right leg up as I jump. Now, as I'm jumping, this is when the action starts. I plan to flex my toes using my flexor digitorum longus. My knees stay slightly bent and they remain flexed until I start falling, at which point my knees will extend again so I can land softly. I flick my wrist in order to get the rotation I need on the ball, all the while my neck stays locked on the point on the backboard where I want the ball to hit. Three tips to master this skill is: Tip 1. To master just regular layups. You have to learn to walk before you learn to run. Being able to do layups is fundamental to this skill because it must become muscle memory. A jelly layup is just an advanced layup with more steps. If you can't do regular layups consistently, you might need to work on your hand-eye coordination, which just requires practice. Tip 2 is to work on your vertical jump. The higher you're able to jump, the easier time you'll have doing a jelly layup. If you can jump higher, you'll have more time in the air to adjust your shot, and more time to be able to release the ball. It also just looks cooler. Tip 3, to completely master this skill, is to practice putting varying spin on the ball at different angles and levels of softness. The only way to become good at this skill is to practice. You'll learn on your own how much spin to put on the ball at different heights and arcs and how much force to put on the ball.